Welcome back to the Daily Grind, everyone. So today I'm setting up my AeroGarden. I like this for herbs inside the house. That way it's easy, it just sits on the counter. I can grab the herbs when I need. But first, I've got to test my water and make sure that it has the right pH. So my water is very hard, so that means it's really high pH. I'm actually going to add a little bit of the pH down. All right, so I added the pH down, and now I'm just going to add a couple drops. I think it says 3 to 5, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4. All right, we add the top on. Shake it up, and then we can test against here and see where we're at. And it looks like we are right at 6.5, which is about perfect. See, we were going to be like way up above 8, so that pH down worked really well. And now we're ready to fill this up. All right, so we're going to fill this up, and you can see there's a little fill to line. Don't spell it like I'm doing. There we go. So it's right to the fill to line. And then it comes with these, so I have one in there already. I am actually adding new, so I just reuse these little holders. And you can buy these sponges online, and you just drop the sponge in, stick that right in. Okay, and until that sponge kind of soaks up the water, it's gonna wanna float a little bit. That one's doing a little better already. So it comes with these that you can write what you're planting in each one in case you're gonna plant different things in different holes. It does come with 6 different holes. I have these little caps that block the water from evaporating. If not, the places that you're growing. I'm only gonna grow 2, and I'm growing cilantro, and cilantro in the same thing. It's the same type of cilantro. It's just an herb that I'm growing for in the house. I've got some tomatoes growing outside that I plan on making some salsa with. Once those are ready, this should be able to be ready as well for some cilantro for salsa. So I'm not gonna use these because I don't need it, but you could. You could write, with Sharpie on there and place it right on top. All right, next we're gonna add some fertilizer, and it comes with this liquid fertilizer. You could use any other kind of liquid fertilizer, basically hydroponic fertilizer, which like this stuff will work as well. This is a 326. This is looks like a 436. So this is a little more strong. Either will work. I'm gonna shake this up. I think I'm gonna use this for now. So on the directions, if you have 2 to 3 pods, the models. So I've got the 6, as you can see, there's 6 total. I'm only using 2, but it's 8 mLs at startup. So let's go ahead and add 8 mLs. So 2 capfuls. 1, 2. All right, let's wipe this up a little bit because I spilled some. All right, so now I've got the seed. I'm just gonna place, we'll do 3 seeds. That ended up being 4, but probably 3 is good enough in each hole. Okay, so I got 3 there, 3 there. I'll clean up these. And the reason why I'm doing 3 is just to ensure that I get a sprout. I find that this cilantro, I don't know if it's just the variety that I got, or it's an old seed, but they don't sprout really easily. And even so, you want at least 2 because it's always possible to not get a sprout, and then you're growing for no reason. So add a couple in the hole. All right, we're just gonna replace this. So also, this is important, especially when they're sprouting, to put these little domes on. It came with these domes, and that's just gonna allow to keep that humidity in. It's gonna keep this water from you having to replace it as often because it will evaporate. But now this is all sealed, it will keep this from evaporating as quick. And now, just place it on your counter, but do not plug it in yet. And the reason why, well, unless you do it super early in the morning, but it's on a 12, I think might be 16 hour. So it's on for 16 hours and off, but whenever you plug it in is when it starts that timer. So unless you want this on in the middle of the night, don't plug it in at like, noon or something. It might be a 12 hour, I'm not sure exactly, but it's off and on its own timer. So plug it in the morning when you first wake up the next morning. So that way you can have it on the time that you want, because it's really difficult to reset it once it figures out that time. All right, and then simple enough, we just plug it in the morning. And there we go, it lights up. Now it's saying add plant food. I did. So I'll just hold that down. It resets it. And you want this as low as possible. It is on the lowest setting. It's funny how this works. This sprout has been up for quite a few days. And I still have nothing out of here. Now I see a little white spot right there coming forth on one of the seeds, but just how it is. But even though I put 3 in this, I still have no sprout. So it happens. But as you can see, this is set up, it's ready to go. I am gonna get one. I can always put another seed in here, see if I can get it to sprout. If this doesn't, these will grow pretty quickly. In the next week or so, we'll start getting the first true leaf. And once that happens, then it'll kind of pretty much sprout out really quick. The nice thing is, then you can raise this up higher and higher, so that way it is not impeding in the growth. But you keep it low like this so it gets more light in the beginning when it's short. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. If you're interested in getting one of these, I will link to the one that I have in the description section. They do make some nicer ones, but this one is pretty inexpensive. I've seen deals where they're 60 bucks, or maybe 70, somewhere around there, 69. So I will link this in the description section. They're helpful, especially for, like I said, growing herbs inside, or even winter time when you want to grow some veggies. You can grow lettuce, you can grow pretty much anything in here. I would say something like tomatoes is probably going to be a little difficult. It's just not enough room. They do make some larger size of these that would work for tomatoes. But thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you guys in the next video. Now you guys try to escape the daily grind.